Welcome students. Today I am going to explain the exercise 14.3 question number 4. Here I have written the question number 4. The length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 millimeter and the obtained data is represented in the following table. Here a table is given. It is given length in millimeter and number of leaves. Here it is given 118 to 126. 3 leaves are there. In the same way 127 to 135 5 leaves, 136 to 144 9. So that table is given, and in the question it is asked that first part it is asked draw a histogram to represent the given data. So first you need to represent it in the histogram. After that some more parts are asked, but before first of all you need to draw the histogram. So students, if you are going to draw the histogram, so first there are certain things which you need to check. First you will check the class size. Class size, it means you need to find that in each and every class interval the class size is same or not. So here class size equal to upper limit minus lower limit. So 126 minus 118, that will be 8. 135 minus 127, 8. 144 minus 136, 8. So here if I am going to find the class size is 8 in each and every class interval. So the class size is same. So students, if the class size is same, then second you need to check the given table is continuous or discontinuous. So here 118 to 126, then 127 to 135. So if here you will find that it is the discontinuous. Why it is the discontinuous? Here the upper limit is 126 and here the lower limit is 127. So if there is the gap between the upper limit and lower limit in the two successive classes, then it is discontinuous. When it will be continuous, when it is given like that 126, then here it will be 126 to this. If it is 135, then here it should be 135, then it will be continuous. So here you are given the table discontinuous. So if the table is given discontinuous, then first you need to convert it in the continuous. So before going to draw the histogram, you need to make the table continuous. So here I am going to explain how you will make the discontinuous table in continuous. So whatever the class interval is given, it is the lower limit, it is upper limit. Here it is lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit. So you need to subtract 0.5 from lower limit, 0.5 from lower limit, and you need to add 0.5 in upper limit. Then you will find that it will be automatically converted in the continuous. So here it is the lower limit. So 118 minus 0.5, that will be 117.5. So students, if you are going to make it continuous, you need to draw the separate table. Here I am going to make the changes in the given table only, but you need to draw again separate table and you will write the continuous form of the given table is, and after that you need to draw that table. So here how to convert it continuous if it is given discontinuous. So if it is given discontinuous, then you need to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and add 0.5 in the upper limit. So 118 minus 0.5, that will be 117.5. So it will be 117.5. So that will be 117.5. And add 0.5 in the upper limit. So if you are going to add 0.5 here, it will be 126.5. Again 127 minus 0.5, that will be 126.5. So 126.5. And if you are going to add 0.5 here, it will be 135.5. Again if you are going to subtract 0.5 from here, it will be 135.5. And if you are going to add 0.5 here, it will be 144.5. Again 0.5 will be subtracted from the lower limit here. So 144.5, it will be 144.5, and if 0.5 is added, so 153.5. Again here it will be 153.5. 0.5 will be subtracted here and 0.5 will be added here. It will be 162.5 and it will be 171.5. And here if you are going to subtract, it will be 171.5 and it will be 180.5. So students, here what I had done, it was given discontinuous. So I had subtracted 0.5 from the lower limit and I had added 0.5 in the upper limit in each and every class interval. Now you can find that here 126.5, here it is 126.5, here it is 135.5, here it is 135.5. So you are going to get that it is continuous. Now the given table is continuous. So if it is continuous, then after that you need to draw the histogram. So for the histogram, you need to draw the x and y axis. So here I am going to draw the x and y axis here. So I have drawn the x and y axis. On the y axis I will represent the frequency, that is number of leaves. So number of leaves, it is on the y axis, and length in mm, that is given class interval, will be represented on the x axis. Length in mm, so that is here. Now you need to represent each and every lower and upper limit on the x axis. So first is 117.5. So here I am going to write 117.5. Then next is 126.5. So it is 126.5. So you will get on the graph equal gap. Then next is 135.5. So it is 135.5. After that 144.5. So here it is 144.5. Then next is 153.5. So 153.5. After this 162.5. So here 162.5. Then next is 171.5. So 171.5. Then 180.5. So here it is 180.5. So I had represented each and every class like lower and upper limit on the x axis. Now here it is 3, 5, 9, 12, 5, 4, 2. So that will be represented on the y axis. The highest value is 12. So you can take the gap of 2, 2. So here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So 12 is the highest value, so all the value will be represented up to here. Now 117.5 to 126.53. So 117.5 to 126.53. So here it is 2, here it is 4. So 3 will be just between 2 and 4. So you will make a rectangle between 2 and 4. So here it is 117.5 to 126.5. What is the value? 3. Now 126.5 to 135.5, that is 5. So 126.5 to 135.5, 5. So here it is 4, so here it is 6. So just between 4 and 6 you will get 5. So here it is here. So 126.5 to 135.5, that is 5. After this 135.5 to 144.5, that is 9. So here it is 8. So 9 will be just between 8 and 10. On the graph you will get it easily. So here it is like this. So 135.4 to 144.5, that is 8. Now 144.5 to 153.5, 12. 144.5 to 153.5, 12. So here it is 12. So now it is 12. Next is 153.5 to 162.5, 5. So 5 will be approximately, it will be here. So here it is 5. 153.5 to 162.5, 5. Now 162.5 to 171.5, 4. So 162.5 to 171.5, that is 4. So it will be represented like that, 4. Now 171.5 to 180.5, 2. So here it is 2. 171.5 to 180.5, 2. So here it is the histogram. I had explained that in the histogram each and every rectangular boxes are connected to each other. So here it is connected to each other. That is for the continuous group frequency. So here it is for the continuous group frequency. Here you are going to get on the x-axis what is the scale you have taken. That scale is like each and every 10 small boxes, 10 division is going to represent 9. Here the gap is 9, 9, 9, but here the gap is 117.5. So here you need to make the king to fulfill that gap. So here it is the king. It shows that other values are existing between these. So now it is the complete solution of the question number 1, first part. So you need to draw it on the graph sheet. Now in the same questions, it is asked that is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data. So it is asked that can you represent the same data by any other suitable representation. So yes, you can represent it by the frequency polygon. Now it is asked that it is correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long. It is asked that that table is going to indicate that maximum leaves are existing having the length 153 millimeter. So that is wrong. You can't say that what is the exact length of each and every leaf. That is given the range. Range means 144 to 153 millimeter, 12 leaves are there. So what is the exact length? Here it is not given. It is given the range. So you can't say that maximum leaves are of the length 153 millimeter. So you need to write that no, it is not going to be concluded that maximum leaves are of 153 millimeter. So it is question number 4.